What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is your boy Adamslink. How you guys doing? Welcome back to another video. Please try as much as possible to like this video, comment, share it on all social platforms. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, adamslinkmedia. Don't forget to subscribe. Then click the bell notification to get update anytime I upload. So, guys, today we'll be discussing mainly about Ned Nwoko because there have been some major allegations against him about him stealing lands, hijacking land from poor Niger Delta women. Sorry, I said Niger Delta State women, poor Delta State farmers, and people who can't fight for themselves. So this, according to them, Ned Nwoko, who is Regina Daniel's husband, and apparently he has six wives, and of course he's going to marry more. According to them, they have been protesting against Ned Nwoko, calling on the federal government to assist them to bring Ned Nwoko to book, because according to them, Ned Nwoko is a thief that go around stealing people's land, hijacking lands, and selling them and making millions from those lands. And even his own brothers, even his own relative, came to China's TV recently to call him out, begging Buhari to come to their aid to deal with Ned Nwoko. And people are protesting. It is okay for people to call you out. It is okay for people to say you are not good. But by the time people start protesting against you in their whole community, I think that is really a big deal. There are a lot of old men, old women who has come outside carrying placards, calling on the government of Delta State to assist them to fight Ned Nwoko. According to the story, to the few information that I got, saying Ned Nwoko is just a ruthless person who goes around stealing lands, and because he has money to bribe Nigeria police, because he has money to bribe the judiciary system, because he's a lawyer, and because he knows all those tricks and all those tongues that a lawyer can use in collecting what really belongs to you, because he knows he has this form of education, so he used this power, this education, to make sure he steals people's land, people who cannot fight for themselves. In fact, they are saying more than 900 or something acres is on his name already from the land that he has stolen from peaceful people from Delta State. Majorly people who are old, who can't fight, all those kind of people. That is what, according to them, he usually target. In fact, I'm going to share you the video of his own brother, his own relatives coming out on the China's TV to call him out. In fact, they said Ned Nwoko is currently fighting the king, the Obi of Delta State. The Obi of Delta State is currently hiding for months because Ned Nwoko is looking for him. Because Ned Nwoko is looking, according to what they say, Ned Nwoko is not a prince. That is just had a name that is not the real prince. All those kind of things. There have been some family discrepancy, family fight between them, and they are vividly warned that Regina Daniel and other wives to run away from Ned Nwoko because he has some crazy skeleton in his cupboard. All those kind of stuff. But meanwhile, let me just play it for you, and then after that we can both talk.
Of this country, let other people hear us.
Okay, but by the way, the person being spoken about is Honorable Ned Nwoko, and the traditional ruler in question is Obi Chukwunonso Nwoko. Are they relations?
Yes. And the man there is Chuks Nwoko.
Well, we have Chuks Nwoko here. Is Ned Nwoko your relation? Oh, by the way, Ned Nwoko, you do have you will have your time to come and respond to all these allegations whenever you choose. Is he a relation of yours?
It's a relation of mine.
And you are here to complain about him?
Yes.
Did you try settling amongst? Is it a family matter?
Oh, absolutely. Because thank you for saying that. Family is everything. In 1983, when he finished his training teachers education at Kadolo College, he was still young and vibrant and all that. He needed further education. He came to my house at number 32 Awoyoko Street to come and seek for help. Because I was not ready to go abroad, my elder brother said, okay, what is the problem? He said he wants to go to University of Kel to go and study law. What came out of the mouth of my elder brother is that, oh, That would be nice. We had only one prominent lawyer at the time, Lawyer Nwulu, a prominent lawyer. Judge Nwulu later became a judge and all that. That would be nice to have you go study law. After you, Chooks will come. Before that time, Uzo Jebose had gone. This young man really wasn't educated. He didn't have opportunity. Poverty did not allow him to go to university. But he saw potentials in Ned. So he sent him abroad in 1983. His father couldn't send him. His mother couldn't send him. This man, we're a large family. Because family meant everything. Family is everything. So he went. He's related to me. We lived together in one room. I was in the same room with him. At number 32 Awoyoko Street in Pangrove here. So he's related to me. His mother is a princess of the Nwokos. His mother, Ned's mother, Honorable Ned Nwoko's mother, is a princess from the royal family. So we are related. So he went to London and came back and became a billionaire and asked for land. They gave him land, 33 hectares of land. And the premise was that he was going to build a dairy farm. He was going to do a fishing farm, chicken, piggery, and all this.
For the benefit of the community.
For the benefit, so they gave him massive I mean, he's a builder, so he described what they gave to him. 5 years ago, he has not been able to use up that 33 hectares. He didn't build the dairy farm. He didn't build the fish farm. Nothing. He just erected this massive, house there where people come to visit him. 5 years ago, he turned around to come and ask for another 90-something, 92 hectares or 95 hectares from an agricultural, we are farmers. And we said, look, our population is increasing. The land mass is not increasing. Only you, we gave you 33 hectares. You have not given an account of what you've been given. You turn around to come and ask for another 35 and all that. Anyway, we have a land sharing committee. You go and meet them, submit your proposal. He submitted, and the committee said no. So they presented it to the Crown Prince, and the man said, look, the committee says no, and we don't have this land to give to you. And that's the cross of the matter. So it's been, the major word is the intimidation and the bullying that is bullying us, using the police to raid the town, arrest people, charge them on trouble charges, and without investigation. And I have had cause to be somewhere on social media where I have cried out to say, look, President Buhari in 2019, June 12th, he said that fellow Nigerians, the government will not tolerate actions by any individual or groups of individuals who seek to attack our way of life, or those who seek to corruptly enrich themselves at the expense of the rest of us. We will crack down on those who incite ordinary citizens, who incite ordinary citizens to violence and unrest. We will ensure that such actions are met with strong arm of the law. That was in 2019. If you remember, the day he named the National Stadium in Abuja after Abiola. That's the last paragraph of that speech. Now, I have gone to social media to address the president. Look, I know you have too many things on your plate, but these troublemakers might not be known to you. Ned should be known to you. I'm calling his name. He's related to me. We try to settle this thing within the family. It hasn't worked. Within the town, it hasn't worked. At the state level, the traditional heads in the place have tried their best, but this man won't listen to me. So he's related to me.
Have you gone to court?
Yes.
Yes, we have court cases. He has so many court cases that he has instituted. In fact, he has abused the court process so much so that a particular lawyer has been punished.
He's a lawyer, isn't he?
He's a lawyer. No, he's a law graduate. He cannot practice law here.
Oh, he did not go to law school.
He did not go to law school.
Okay.
But I think overseas he was a lawyer. But his kind of law really is, even while he was practicing, the history of his practice of law is there for you to investigate. Here, he's doing the same thing, but in a different whatever, just abusing the court process, using lawyers and all kinds of things like lying and all that. And thank you for extending that invitation to him. But I would also like to be here with him. I haven't seen him in a long time.
No, because he's not here with you. Mr. Alibe, how is it that he's also able to intimidate the traditional ruler of the city, of the town?
That is the problem. Thank you very much for also having me here. The first is, you can only intimidate me if you have an assistance somewhere. Otherwise, man to man, no. He cannot intimidate the traditional ruler, because that is a full-fledged man who has made his mark everywhere. Okay? But when you now have behind you, the police force, virtually at your beck and call. You can do anything.
Are you sure he has a police force behind him?
Can I say a few things then? First of all, we are talking of land. This man, like you've been told, was given the one he was given. Even though we said no, dairy farm, you are giving him this, he's not likely to do this because our climatic condition.
Meanwhile, guys, the story is not that far-fetched, because we already know in this country, when you have money, you have influence, then you can control so many things, and people will do anything for you, most especially Nigeria police and Nigeria security force. The fact is, one thing I'm really surprised about is because they said because of Ned Nwoko, the king of Delta State, is hiding currently. He said he needed some land, and of course you can even hear his brother talking the full story of Ned Nwoko on how he traveled to abroad on the surprisingly he came back like as a billionaire. So basically they don't know the source of his wealth, and that is the one issue. They don't know the source of this wealth. They just knew that he went out to study law. Though he cannot practice law in Nigeria, he went out to study law and came back being a billionaire. That just all they know about Ned Nwoko. They don't know how he got his money. Does he have a company to his name? And he decided when he came, he started asking for huge acres of land. They gave him some huge, about 30-something acres of land, and of course he said he's going to build some fig trees and some other things for the community, but they ended up building his own houses and all that stuff. And then he came back again looking for more. So the community said that they won't give him. So now, according to them, he's using his power, his money and influence to deal with anybody who comes, like who try to come between him and the lands that he wants. And of course, a lot of people have also talked good about Ned Nwoko, how generous he is and how he usually loves to give. Even Regina and other wives have spoken so generously about this same man. But one thing is that some people can be laughing so hard, no, they have this smiling face, looking so humble, but seriously you don't know the wickedness in their heart. Like I've said before, it's okay for people to say you are not good, but when people go around protesting against you, that is something really, really different. It seems like a lot of people have been affected with the way that you are treating them. So I just hope that they can be able to get some kind of justice, because right now they are taking the matter to court, and they are saying that the case that the offenses that Ned Nwoko has committed against them is like a capital offense. That's what they are saying, that they want President Muhammadu Buhari and Nigeria federal government to do something about it and send Ned Nwoko to jail, because he has, through his means of wickedness, grabbing people land, people have actually died. So all this kind of stuff. So meanwhile, guys, let us move to other topics. This is what Minister of Education said. He said many Nigerian graduates can't read or write. The Minister of Education, Malam, has expressed concern about the decline in the standard of education in the country. Adamu, who spoke in Yola, Adamawa State during the official commissioning of completed project in the college, said the number of graduates can neither read nor write. Then he said a lot of things, but the question is our standard of education good? They always like to blame us for everything, almost many things in this country. Now they are saying graduates cannot read and write. Is your standard of education good? When are you going to say we are not funding education more? Or when are you going to say the funds meant to actually train our Nigeria undergraduates, you guys are using it to sponsor some of your lavish lifestyle? Why can't you just say that, oh, some of our graduates cannot write and read simply because we are using the funds meant for them to do different things to sponsor our expensive life? I think that would be a good sentence. And this man is coming out blaming it on us again. Meanwhile, guys, the president is not happy, and now is warning those who are talking anyhow, coming out to say Nigeria will break up, Nigeria will do this, threatening him about Nigeria breakup. So now he's giving us strong warning those who are saying all those kind of nonsense that is going to come from there. According to one of his aides, that is Garbashew, he said the presidency response to the recurring threat to the corporate existence of the country, with the faction giving specific timeline for the president to do one thing or another, or else, in their language, the nation will break up. This is to warn that such outbursts are both unhelpful and unwarranted, as this government will not tolerate to threats and take any decision out of pressure at a time when the nation full attention is needed to deal with security challenges facing it at a time of COVID-19 health crisis. Repeat, the administration will not take any decision against the interests of 200 million Nigerians who had the president's first responsibility under the Constitution, out of fear or threat, especially in these hours of health crisis. The presidency, as elected leader under the Constitution, will continue to work. Okay, of course, I should say. Now he's giving out threats. You know, some pastors, so many of, even myself, I normally come here to say, see, if you are not careful, Nigeria will break up, all those kinds of. But that is just the fact about things. That is just the fact. People are just saying what's on their mind. Like, we really need to change this. If not, things might go bad. That is just the fact. And meanwhile, guys, let me talk a little about Bobrisky versus tunde ednut. Firstly, it was tunde ednut versus Nigeria Socialist Joro. I don't really know what happened between tunde ednut and Joro. They have been calling each other out on social media, but now Bobrisky just weighed in yesterday. I think what she said. He said, I'm just glad how Joro is about to trade that tunde ednut F-up. It's just a bloody lowlife who won visa lottery to Atlanta in need to be dealt with. I've never hated someone for years. I hate that dude. Then it continues saying, today, if they burn your papa well, respond to me. I will tag all the immigration in US to check your papers. I get followers past Joro. They will notice my tags. The holy so-called blogger will not get paper for Atlanta. Yet, the idiot will open his mouth like tout to insult people. Your time is up. Then he said, today, the holy blogger with 2.6 million followers with 1 like, all this kind of talk. He said a lot, and he said, everybody knows Tunde is a celebrated bingo. He kisses ass for a living. Whiskey didn't accept him as his bingo, so he decided to always shade Whiskey. As a matter of fact, deep down he wishes it was Whiskey bingo. How can you insult other people when you are too short to be a man? Kill them all. That's Bobrisky coming for tunde ednut. Well, I don't really know what is happening, so I wouldn't want to read so much about it. I have so many other issues to be talking about. So guys, thank you very much for listening. Don't forget to like this video, comment, share it on all social media platforms. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, adamslinkmedia. Don't forget to subscribe, click that bell notification to get all the anytime I upload. Have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.